If people at the master's level were saying you're not worthy of a position in their program, and here you are changing lives every day. It's just uh, it's amazing.
But it speaks to what we do, right? I mean, like, you asked the question, right? How do you stay on the train? Well, when you're told no, right? I mean, I didn't know this at the time, but now that I've moved forward 17 years, I can tell you, I tell my teens all the time, you're going to be told no. You're going to be told that because of your background or your childhood or your parents or where you lived or where you grew up or the car you drove, that you can't do something. And you're going to have to ask yourself the question, right? Am I going to push or am I not going to push? And I said, I don't know. I will tell you from my experience, I don't push anymore. And they're like, what? Yeah, you sound mean. Why don't you push? I said, because pushing only results in me getting a headache. What I do is truly start to understand why you're holding me back and then start getting you to change. Because once you change, you'll open the door. And they're like, what are you talking about? I said, let's take bullying, for example. I said, do you truly understand why a bully is bullying? Because they're mean. I said, really? Did you ask them? Why would I ask them anything? I said, that's what I'm talking about. I said, if a bully hits you, your natural response is to hit back. Right? I said, okay. I said, so they hit you, you hit them. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to hit me again. I said, and so we just keep this pattern up. I hit you hit me, I hit you,
Right.
you hit me. Right? And it doesn't matter if it's social media or not, right? You post
Right.
something mean on social media, then I post back, and then you post something, then I post back. And I said, do we get anywhere? Well, we respond. I said, yes, but do we get anywhere? No. I said, now, let's just take it a step back. I said, I post something on social media that's mean, and you don't respond. That doesn't feel right, Dawn. Just stay with me for a minute. You don't respond. I said, then they post something more ugly. Because that's what's going to happen. I said, you're still not going to respond. It doesn't feel right. I said, now what you're going to do is you're going to private message them. And I said, you're going to say these words, specifically these words. What can I do for you? No, we're not. I said, try it. So I had one teen one time was having a social media battle with one of her best friends over a boyfriend.
Oh gosh.
You know how that's going to go, right? And really, it's the boyfriend that should be thrown under the bus, not the two girls, right? But okay, I'm not going to go there. So she posed to her best friend, what can I do for you? And her best friend said, what? She goes, I was told to ask you what I can do for you. She goes, you can not see my boyfriend anymore. So she sent me a message and she goes, now what do I say? I say, you say, okay, that's fine. I won't see him anymore. But I don't want to do that. And I said, listen, we're going to talk about your choices separately from hers. But I said, you're okay with that? Yeah, make that compromise. No. Okay. When you decide to make the compromise, make the compromise. So about 3 weeks later, she came back and she goes, you're not going to believe what happened. I said, what? She goes, no, you're just not going to believe it. She goes, I thought if I told her that she could have the boyfriend, and she would take the boyfriend and they'd run away together. Okay. That's fair. That's what a teenager would think.
Right.
She goes, well, when I said it, and I was mad at you for saying it, she goes, then she says she doesn't want him. And I said, that's what we call in chess a checkmate. I said, see, I said, people want to hear their own words. So that's it. So they want to hear their own words. They say to you, I want the boyfriend. You say to them, you want the boyfriend? You can have him. They just want to hear their own words. She goes, yeah, well, now you're not going to really believe what happened. She goes, so we both dumped him, and now we're back speaking to each other.
Oh,
Teen brain, right? Now, I wouldn't have done that with an adult, but teen brain. And I'm like, okay, so unhealthy relationship boyfriend is not salvageable. You need to lop it off and let it go. Healthy relationship, two best friends, been best friends for 10 years. Healthy relationship, need to stay together, right? Teen brain. However, they're probably going to be both back with the boyfriend in 2 weeks, but it's all good. I get paid for it anyway, so it doesn't matter, right? But yeah, active listening, understanding. I mean, that's what you got to do.
right. Oh
That's
man.
what you got to do.